TIANI's claims, stating they have never seen foreign soldiers in their areas.
An ce akwai sojoji na Faransa, amma dai gaskiya mun ba mu gansu ba, amma sojoji namu sati biyu da sun kauce ma mun gansu hannan gaskiya motoci da yawa.
Ban taba gani ba, wani bai ce min ya gani ba. Don kaga dutsen ga ƙasa garai bakin Niger na.
From Ruawuri village, we proceeded to Bale headquarters of Gudu local government area, where Nigerian soldiers are deployed to counter Lakurawa activities. Residents confirmed they have never seen foreign soldiers even in the deepest bush.
Dangane da sojojin da a gare mu na Najeriya na ba mu da wasu baƙi waɗanda suka iso nan waɗanda ba mu san da su ba gaskiya. Ba mu gani ba kuma mu jiya ba, kuma ba wanda zai faɗa muna.
We are not aware of any foreign soldiers that are here in our Nigeria. So the soldiers that are living here is only the soldiers that we have in Nigeria. Those are that are in Nigeria, living in Nigeria with us.
Greetings, families. Welcome back. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. This one is another unusual one. I wasn't preparing for this, but I have to share it with you. Like you heard before, this is what is going on in Nigeria. Well, if I'm a Nigerian and these things are not true, or the message, the information that was given out by the president of Niger, of course, I will not be happy to be hearing my country's name. But what the residents are saying, is it true, or according to the comment section? Because that's where you get more information, families, the comment section. How much did they pay them to be giving this information out? Families, I'm not saying it is true or it is not true. I'm sharing this video because I've broadcast part 1, part 2, part 3. It's almost 2 hours interview. Yes. And so it's my duty to clarify this or share the other side of the story with you. Thank you, families. Listen for more and I'll be back.
At Ilela local government, which also shares a border with Niger Republic, locals described General TIANI's claims as unfortunate. Sarkin Matan Araba urged the Nigerian leader to retract his statement.
To, wannan mun ji bakin ciki saboda tsakaninmu da su uwanmu ɗai ubanmu ɗai. Saboda in kaga mutunan Araba ko mutunan Kalmalo ko mutunan Ilela, in bai da ɗan uwa Niger, bai da gidan uba Niger, ko shina da gidan uwa.
In Gada local government area, residents denied the existence of the Dajin Gaba forest, allegedly used as a base for French soldiers by the Nigerian government as claimed by General TIANI. Security analyst Associate Professor Mutala Ahmad Rufai of Usman Danfodio University, Sokoto, also dismissed the allegations as unfounded and called for their withdrawal.
Well, what prompted the allegation is nothing other than Nigeria or ECOWAS is actually against the military rule. And then the military junta in Niger have actually come and they feel now what President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is saying, he is saying the position of Nigeria and Nigerians. But the fact of the matter remains that he is speaking on behalf of the ECOWAS and also on behalf of the good meaning Nigerians. So the fact of the matter is he is trying as much as possible.
I'm so France. In bai gayi ba akwai ranar kindillanci sosai kuwa. Tunda ishi Allah.
Tinubu should come forward and explain to Nigerians the funds he received from France. If he fails to do so, the truth will eventually come to light. God will reveal it. Despite the attack on us, we have not taken money from anyone.
You can hear that from the voice of I think that's the minister. He is happy. He's not happy, sorry, about the information that came out. I will not use allegation or anything because I strongly believe that for General TIANI to come out to say all those things, they have evidence. They have shared evidence with us before. Anyway, please let's listen to more. I like the advice that he has given, that President Tinubu should come out and speak the truth, not through the military officer, Mr. Officer Musa. No, he himself should come out and speak the truth. But those who knows him, online, those who knows him online knows that he doesn't speak that much. I'm not in Nigeria to know locally if when he speak, if he speak the same way like when he's outside. But when he's outside the country, you know, let's listen to more. I'll be back.
So no one can accuse us of corruption. I've been around the corridors of power for 13 years, and no one can claim that I've ever accepted bribes.
Su sun ka zo tunda sun ga ta sama ne sojan Chad ke kai ma yan Boko hari sai sun ka ba su makamai masu sabke jirgi.
Reports indicate that the Chadian forces have attacked Boko Haram fighters using the airspace, prompting the French to equip the terrorists with anti-aircraft guns in retaliation. This happened in October this year. According to information we gathered from those we arrested, there is a plan involving France and the Nigerian government to allow other terror groups such as ISWAP and Lakurawa to establish a base in the Gaba area of Sokoto State. This move is said to facilitate operations across the northwestern states, including Zamfara and Kebbi, with the full knowledge of the Nigerian government.
Well, like I've mentioned, we've reached out to the Nigerian troops. We're still working together because we understand the enemy we're dealing with does not respect any border. And if we don't come together to fight, none of them will survive it. They need us as much as we need them. So we not want Nigeria to be turned into any proxy war, and that's why we don't want any foreign base, because once you allow one side to come in, the other side takes the other, and then there will be issues. We don't want the sub-region to turn to a conflict zone. I'm sure that we all know that we have issues on ground affecting us with insurgency, terrorism, banditry, and all sorts. So we not want to add any other conflict within our general area, and that's why it's important that we do that. Diplomatically, the federal government is taking action to ensure that we equally convey this message, as we have seen conveyed by the Minister of Information. We have no reason to want to bring out any terrorist group to attack anybody for whatever reason. Thank you very much. Well, you know, Nigeria is a sovereign state. Nigeria is an independent state that also operates on its own. We have alliances with other people. We have business dealings with most countries of the world. France has been a country that has been with Nigeria for over a long while. Even while the Nigerians themselves were romancing with the French government. So it's funny for them that they have been with them all through these years, and because they have issues with them, they think every other person should have it. Their enemies shouldn't be our own enemies. But we, because we're a bigger country, because we're a greater country, we're a country that also respects human rights, respects the dignity of other countries, especially Africa. Nigerian foreign policy has always been African-centered, and they know there are a lot of things that Nigerians have done, Nigeria has done to make sure that these countries are stabilized, both economic-wise, diplomatically, and otherwise. And so for them to turn around because they have fallen apart with France, and they think using us and making us look bad, then it will make their own countrymen feel that they are doing something. No, it is wrong, and I think it is unfortunate. And I think it's important for them to also come back and actually recall those statements that they've made. They are injurious to Nigeria as a country, and they are highly unfortunate. These are things that never expected any country, especially like Niger, to make such statements. Important that we show them that we still remain friends despite these statements. And I think the Minister of Foreign Affairs is also taking steps to address these issues. We still have our embassy open. We still have our defense advisors there. We still have our ambassador there. So we are not calling them out because we know that the terrorists we are dealing with require that we all work together as a team. The Nigerians cannot do it alone. The Malians cannot do it. The Burkinabes cannot do it alone. We need to work together as a team. Remember, they are landlocked countries. They will have a lot of challenges if they have to withdraw fully out of ECOWAS. There are so many implications to that, and I'm sure they're aware of that. So I think the wise thing for them to do is for us to come together. Other aspect is that if we don't work together, then there will be a lot of issues. It will also open up situations where other non-state actors will come and take advantage of what's going on. We have seen what is going on in Sudan. We wouldn't want that to happen within the sub-region because it will engulf everybody. We want the sub-region to remain peaceful. We don't want anybody to come and take advantage of what's going on to say that he's coming here to do one thing or the other. Nigeria has the capacity to secure itself. All we do is that we do military joint training with countries of the world, with all the countries, because you know Nigeria is a non-aligned country. So we're open to training, to courses. We send our officers on courses, like even the Nigerians and every other person. It's a normal thing in the military. But that we have military bases on, unfortunately, if you see most of the videos being sent, just before now, I saw a video that was sent over about 6-7 years ago when Nigerian troops were on a United Nations operation. And it is said that it is just happening. And so many other videos like that. People just go in for reasons best known to them to try to wipe all this sentiment. And I know both within and outside, there are individuals that are not happy that things are really picking up. And they're always very happy when they see things are bad. And they keep on wiping out this falsehood so people can continue to think that Nigeria is failing. Nigeria is not failing. Nigeria will never fail. Nigeria will remain strong. And whoever it is that comes against Nigeria will be ready to face the consequences. We have established, we have an advisory team that we have formed. During my visit, we also requested that the Nigerians too should also form their own so that they can, at that level, start discussing. We're having back windows, we're still discussing. As military men, we understand the dynamics of security and the need for us to cooperate. We also try to establish, we retain our 20 kilometers of pursuit if we pursue any terrorists across, because the terrorists don't respect borders.
Families, I will leave it here because I know a lot of you have heard that one already. I can't remember whether I've reacted on it or not. If I didn't, it might be because of he said that their enemy shouldn't be their Nigeria enemy. For me, it means you don't care. So when they come for you, you are on your own, or the AES, they are on their own. You cannot say you are fighting together because you have common enemy. And then when it comes to a big allegations like this, I've said it, then you will say, well, if you are enemy with France, we cannot be their enemy. It's now that you are romancing together, you are close together. We want the president himself to come and answer this. If not, they can send tons of thousands to people to go there and interview anyone that they want to interview. And the message stands because Africans are listening, diasporans are listening, and the whole world, non-Africans are also listening to what is going on. This year, 2025, it will all come out. Maybe he should listen to whether the person is a minister or governor in the area and come out. Thank you, families. Credit to Voice, let me get it right. Credit to Voice TV Nigeria for making it a point to go and interview the people. Voice Nigeria, please go and interview more people. We want to know. Find out the truth because you are there. We want to know because it's for the benefit of Nigerians, it's for the benefit of Africa. Not only the AES, it's for the benefit of Africa. We want to get to the bottom of this because at the end of the day, it's the civilians and some of the soldiers that will be in trouble. It's not those at the top because they will just take their jet and private whatever and leave you alone. So Nigerians has right to know whether it is true or not. Well, Chad has learned their lesson, they wash their hands. If Nigeria agree to be romancing them, it's up to them. I will leave you here, families. Thank you so much. Once again, Voice TV Nigeria, thank you so much for sharing this with us. Now we know how people are taking it also. They want a president of Niger to retrieve that statement because it is a lie. I'll be back, family. See you soon.